Hi, my name is Eric Wilson. I'm an independent licensed mechanic with 35 years of service. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you the inside story on this Kia Sorento. Now, starting off on the right front tire tread, it's about 60%, about pretty much half of its life left here, about maybe 20,000 K on the front right tire tread. Okay, now just coming into the right front wheel well is this is a strut, and if you notice, like here, it's dry, and that's a good thing because these are filled with oil, and if they were leaking, that would not be a pass. Your spring is your suspension spring is intact. This rod right here is called the sway bar link, and that is intact. You see your boot is your outer CV boot is intact. Your inner CV boot is also intact as well. Your brake rotors are clean and very recent. Your brake pads are about 50% wear, probably about 20%, 20K left on your front brakes. On the your outer tie rod is tight, which is again a good sign. Now coming around to the left front tire, again about 50% wear left on your tire treads, about 20,000 K left on your front left. On the left front strut, again, strut is dry, spring is intact. Your sway bar link from here down is intact, and that's a good sign. On your rotor, again, it's clean as the other one, and again, brakes about the same, about 20,000 K on your front. Your outer CV joint on the left front is intact, and your inner CV joint, if you can see it there, is intact, and there is no leakage, which is a good. Just shot of this is your drive shaft, your rear drive shaft, and there is no leakage on the steel, which is good. Your exhaust is looking pretty clean, rusty, but that's not, but definitely intact. Stainless steel muffler, which is good for forever, and it's actually stainless steel pipe exhaust all the way, which is good forever. That'll outlive you and I. Okay, so that's your exhaust system, and it is stainless steel, and it will be intact for pretty much ever. Now on your right rear, starting with the strut, and you can, or I should say with the shock, if you see down here, it's dry, and that is a good sign because that stabilizes your back end. Your spring here is intact, again, good sign. Your rear brakes rotor is very recent, and your brake and your brake pads, you've got about twice as much on the rear as you do at the front, so about 40,000 K left on the back as compared to 20,000 on the front. Everything is intact as far as your suspension goes, and looking not too badly. Your brake line is no cracks in it, very solid on this side. The rear tire, little more tread on the back than there is on the front, maybe another 5,000 K on the back, maybe 60% on your rear right. Okay, your outer CV on the rear right outer is intact, and your inner CV is intact. There is no leaks. This is an all-wheel drive vehicle, which is the best of all, actually, for snow. Again, this is your left inner boot is intact. Your right inner CV boot is intact. Your left rear spring is intact, and if you can see your shock behind there, it is good and dry, so looking not too shabby. And your brakes again are about 40,000 K on the rear brakes, and your shot and your rotor is clean as well. Your left rear tire, it's not as much. This one's got some wear cracks in it. It's a little hard to see, but there is definitely some wear cracks here. So the tires aren't the greatest shape, but that's something just to be aware of. Okay, with the motor running, there is no check engine lights. Your mileage is 107,586, and now I'll show you what the motor looks like. Okay, oil is clean. Well, it's a little dirty. Actually, could use a change, but it's definitely up to where it needs to be. And the motor is running very smooth. I don't hear any unusual knocks or things that would concern me as a mechanic. Yeah. And here's a shot of the exhaust. Very clean. Now, folks, that is my 5-minute inside story. I hope it helps. If you have any questions, or I'd be happy to talk to you head to head. Have a good one.